Hi, this is Laurie Hurley from Home Tutoring Business, and I would like to talk today about networking nincompoops. I went to a networking meeting this week, very small, only 7 of us. It took place in an art gallery, and the coordinator had arranged for us to meet in this art gallery, which I thought was different and kind of cool. We walked in, it was really pretty, lots of different art and whatnot. And the meeting got started, and the owner of the art gallery took about 9 minutes to tell us all about herself and her marriages and her divorces and her children and her children's problems. And then she got around to telling us about her art gallery, and then she told us that she teaches Pilates, yoga, and Zumba in her art gallery. And then she told us that she was really busy and couldn't stay for the rest of the meeting, so she was going to return 17 phone calls, and she hoped she wasn't too loud on the phone, and she left. And the 6 of us looked at each other and went, whoa, that's weird. So the 6 of us got to know each other, which was really nice. I knew several of the women. I knew about half. But I did get to meet the other half and actually made some good connections. But we all agreed that it was one of the most bizarre networking meetings we have ever been to. And the reason I believe this lady is a networking nincompoop is because the point of networking is not to present yourself as self-absorbed. It is to present yourself as someone who has something to offer and is willing to engage and open up and listen to what everybody else is saying and have some kind of conversations, some kind of interaction, and not just a 9-minute monologue about oneself. Because you know what? Who cares? I mean, here we were in this art gallery, and none of us, when it was over, none of us even looked at any of her art, which I'm assuming was the reason that she offered her art gallery in the first place for our meeting. But she lost out on a huge opportunity. And I like to think of myself as somewhat of an expert in networking. I network a lot, and I'm involved in many different groups, and one of my capacities is actually a HeartLink network coordinator, which is an all-women's networking group, and I think I know how to network well. And when I go to another meeting and I see some of these things going on, it just blows my mind, and I like to share with people that that's not the way to network. Nobody wants to hear about your personal problems, way too much information, and if you're going to be at a network meeting, then be there, sit at the table, listen to what we have to say, meet us. And art gallery, Zumba, Pilates, yoga lady didn't find out any of our names, doesn't know what any of us do, and I am pretty certain that none of us are going to be going back to her art gallery or referring people to her art gallery, Zumba, Pilates, yoga lessons. So in order to avoid being a networking nincompoop, engage, put yourself out there, listen, don't be self-absorbed, and you'll probably get a lot out of it and make 1 or 2 really strong connections with people that you'd like to see and do business with more. So that's my message for today. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.